I held him in my arms the moment he was born, and I held him in my arms the moment he died. The very best I could do for him was ensure that he left on a cloud of love.
How many people committed suicide last year?
The numbers vary from year to year, and I'm not going to get into a debate around the numbers.
You're the Director of Mental Health and you don't know how many people in this country committed suicide last year? That's extraordinary.
For Harry and everyone else who comes forward and not get the help that they need, it mocks the work that I'm doing when I'm telling young people every day that help is available.
It builds up over time like a snowball, building and building and building. The thoughts that ran through my mind were insanely negative. They were rampant and hard to deal with.
We think that we've got about 10% of our students who have some form of anxiety.
10%?
Yeah.
A few days before my mum passed away, she rang me and left a message on my answer phone. She said, "Liam, it's Mum, call me back, I love you." And I never got to speak to her again. I had that chance. I had so many chances. So, hard to not live with that.
The voice of anxiety in your head was telling you what?
You're like this forever. It's quite empowering for our young people to see that they don't have to believe every stressful thought that comes into their mind, that not all those thoughts are actually true.
How do you feel when you're handling a brain?
I always have the hairs on the back of my neck standing up because I realise that this is the end product of, in some cases, a lot of suffering. Huntington's is a brain disease that causes the death of brain cells.
There's just nothing you can do because it is going to get worse.
You believe there's hope for these families?
I don't believe there's hope, there is hope.
You never know how strong you are until you've got no choice but to be strong.
It should be such a beautiful place, but it's just so dark.
What is in these folders?
They contain years' worth of complaints.
These included claims of brutality, rape and neglect.
The problems just were really overlooked and brushed aside.
At the time it was too easy to think that nobody cared.
It resulted in the state funding violence and abuse towards young people.
Are you willing to apologise to those who suffered abuse at Whakapakari?
I apologise to any child or young person who has been abused.
Probably the biggest thing that I'll do is to fight these demons.
They came in and said that it was cancer. He was screaming, "Mum, I'm dying, I'm dying," and he actually was dying.
I had all the support that I needed and I had all the courage that I needed.
So be gallant, be great, be gracious, and be grateful for the opportunities that you have.
People take strength from his words, and we all need to find strength from somewhere.
You can just, yeah.
That's so well.
In adversity, you have a choice, and that choice is to let it cripple you or to grow from that. It really just boils down to how quickly and calmly you can deal with things that go wrong.
When I was off to get my food, I would start to feel the sense of adrenaline rushing through my body. The supermarket was my drugstore.
Sometimes even the smell of a certain food will almost like open the floodgates.
So how often were you making yourself sick?
At its worst, it was anywhere from 16 to 20 times a day.
The pressure of going into that World Cup triggered the bulimia back, and unfortunately I haven't been able to get rid of it really. When you physically see someone get that sick, you can't turn away.
You can actually be eating disorder free.
It's not a sign of weakness when you speak about an eating disorder or mental health issues or any issues in your life. It's actually a sign of great strength.
For 3 decades, Sri Lanka was in the grip of a brutal civil war. Many families still struggle to make a living and to provide a good life for their kids.
And when you hear some of the issues, it's you don't want to see people's dreams crushed by the family that they're born into. And a lot of people need help. There's nothing there to help them. To give them that chance to learn life skills and values through cricket, I think is a wonderful thing. What we witnessed this week was nothing short of incredible.
Just to see the smile on the kids' faces is worth $1 million.
We just want to give kids the childhood that they deserve.
Mother Teresa was able to reach from the other side of the world to this teacher in New Zealand and say, I have something special here for you to do, come and help me.
You have no computer,
No computers,
no TV,
no TV,
no radio.
no radio.
Did you think about what you were giving up?
I didn't really think about it, no. I just knew I had to go, so I went.
In the time that Sister Aroha has worked in this orphanage, almost 2,000 children have passed through these walls.
We know some children are not going to live, and we give them all the love and care that we can, like in the waiting room for heaven.
Somebody said, so what are you going to do when you get old, Phil? And she just said, just keep working.
Thank you for having us to visit.
Thank you very much for coming, huh?